Nice. Let me at the people.
Hey. Hello, the
Let's
people.
go.
Hello, everybody. It's been a little bit.
It's been a minute.
I need to draw more ship posts so you can use them.
Hold on. I also need to put it in one more place.
Thumbs up. You all know how the game works, right?
Yeah.
That's good.
There we go.
Hey, chat. What the hell?
Huh?
I don't know how
Sent
to
a
do
funny message.
Yay!
I said you want to watch Waning Whispers because of the pretty women. Ooh.
What the hell?
And then I showed them the picture of Phi. The scab of Phi.
This is reasonable. That is a very beautiful scab. Okay.
But I said I was ready, but give me like a minute. I
Okay.
need to finish a thing real quick. Because,
A-okay.
it's not like I'm not ready. I am ready, but,
Yes. I mean, we've talked a few times just amongst ourselves about, like, what Pokemon they would have. I'm still thinking about Pim's little Tepig. Just so cute. Ah. Let's see. There was the explosion and the mountain and the
Tiny.
rings.
Yep.
Hey, what's going on?
What do you mean what's going on?
What's going on, Tiny?
What do you mean?
Tiny, what is going on? You have to tell me. Tiny, what is going on? What happened last session?
A lot of things happened last session.
Good things only, surely.
Only good things happened.
Yeah, there was the party and it was so nice.
And good things will continue to happen.
Yes.
Good things will continue to happen until morale improves. Okay. Let me preload the next scene. And I think we are ready to start. So, welcome back everybody to another session of Waning Whispers. I hope you enjoyed last session. It's been a little while, but we're going to get right back into it. And with that, we'll get started. So, high above the world, a man stands at the edge of a grand airship. He watches with hands folded, seeing the chaos below. Behind him, a pair of quick footsteps. Hey, boss! Enjoying the show? Parker takes one look at Rocco, one of his agents. You know I rarely enjoy things like this, Rocco. I'm watching to see if we need to intervene. Well, boss, do we? You know, I'd like to show my skills. He balances a knife on one of his fingers. If we need to do anything, I'd like us to be discreet. Remember that very few know of our presence. Yeah, discreet. Got it. No, I'm not sending you off on a mission. We're not going to be helping. And at least not now. Rocco visibly sags. No fun. There's no need. Pim isn't in danger anymore. In fact, he's completely transitioned to becoming Ruin. Oh? So his parents' experiments worked? Yes, they worked. And things would be easier if we had access to their research, but we'll have to make do with what we have now. Keep an eye on him. They've been disabling the bug we've planted. Alrighty, boss. Rocco jumps off the airship and plummets straight into the clouds below. And Parker sighs and continues watching the situation develop. And we go to the next scene. So, we go to Pim.
Okay.
I mean, not forget a camera on this map. Pim,
Yes.
you eventually find your way to the exit of this district. Finally seeing the path forward, the path downward. It leads into the eastward.
Where am I?
You are completely lost. And as you walk forward, you didn't really notice them, and they kind of step into your vision.
Oh.
Let me change the song. Hello? Moment of your time, perhaps? You take a step forward.
He steps back and then... Wait. You look familiar.
And you look familiar to me as well.
Thanks.
Okay, so I'm probably still in bliss. Okay. Hi. Good morning?
Looks at the sky. What time is it?
It's a little. It's still considered morning a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good morning.
A good morning to you too. Now that we are acquainted, let me introduce myself. They do a bow. I am Jester, the deity of jokes, and I believe you owe me a favor.
Oh, you look... What?
Just looks around the clearing.
I'm trying to find my way home right now. Is this truly the best time?
Are you saying you don't have time?
I might not.
Is looking past Jester. This is
Jester
like to
holds something out to you.
looks,
It's a pocket watch.
blinks.
Well, if you don't have any, here you go. I am certain your friends are safe.
Wait, you know about that?
Know about what?
The
Looks around.
there's
Looks around again.
Yes, I have eyes and ears everywhere. It does me no good to make jokes without the proper material.
right. Then do you know where they are?
If I tell you, would you perform this favor for me?
Yes.
Well, that is perfect. They spin around, walking over here. You see, Ruin, I don't know if you remember, but you did owe me a favor from quite some time ago.
I can't say I recall.
Truly, they tilt their head. It was when I ridiculed King Yarm Soval, to the point that his court and advisors cast him out, and it eventually led to the ruin of his kingdom.
Blinks.
No,
No?
not
Not ringing
ringing
a bell?
any bells. No.
Well, regardless, what I need you to do for me, you see Jester, they pull out a piece of paper and they begin writing something.
Awesome.
And they hold it out to you.
Amazing.
Do you see it?
What does it say?
Roll me. Hold on. Let me see what skills you got.
Etiquette, nobility, diplomacy, barter.
Roll me your wisdom
Wisdom.
+2.
Okay. GM modifier is 2. Skill level not. An attribute 2. Partial.
You look at this. It says something. It says a mundane word, joke, but there's something about the text that is wrong, and it's feels like it's calling out to you. Like something about it is kind of alluring.
Hold on. What does this say?
You don't even know your own handiwork?
Give me a second.
He lifts up the eye patch, looks again.
Do you feel the power of ruin in this piece of text? And as you kind of look at it, you could see that the text kind of burns and frays the paper at the edges. It kind of looks a little bit more crumpled.
Well, it looks like I already did something to this.
Yes, indeed. I believe you are another iteration of ruin.
Something along those lines.
They nod. Gods kill gods all the time. And someone has to take the mantle. However, when a god curses another, it is to oppose yourself to everything they are and what they stand for. In short, you become enemies forever. I
Did
believe
I-
you've cursed the god of writing, and as a result, all writing has been ruined.
That's not good.
So, here lies my favor.
Right.
He's thinking about the consequences of his actions and facing.
Oh, goodness.
I owe quite a debt to the god of writing. You see, many jokes are written down. So
Some are only possible through writing.
They nod. I would ask for my favor to lift the curse.
Him looks them dead in the eye.
How?
You see, they laugh. I thought I was the only one good at telling jokes.
Yeah, jokes.
He looks at the piece of paper and he will try to uncurse the god of writing. He's unsure of how to do this, as it is opposed to everything he feels.
If you're going to try to do this,
Yeah.
let me take a quick look at something. I would say spend 5 mana and it will be -5.
Okay. So I go to magic. I'm making a casting roll, I imagine.
Yes.
Mana spent 5. GM modifier is -5, right?
Yeah.
Can I spend more mana on this? Or
Okay, sure. You can spend like
I'll
up
try.
to your mana
No,
limit
I'll
with this.
I'll just try. I don't have a lot of mana to work with right now. Of course.
You put mana into this paper and you're not sure what you're trying to do. You just don't know what you're trying to do. You just pour a bunch of mana into it and the paper just explodes.
Oh, sorry. I don't really know what I'm doing. You,
You said you are unaware,
yes.
that you do not understand what you're doing.
Yes?
You see, they tilt their head. And you are telling the truth, and this is not some joke.
You would know if I was joking.
Yes, that is true. Well, it seems quite obvious why you can't do it. Your anger is still quite visible.
Well, yeah. They were going to hurt my family.
Of course. Just do not. Well, gods attack each other all the time, so it's understandable to
Yes,
not forgive one such as that.
but all writing? Like all writing? All writing?
They nod.
All of it.
Yes, all of it.
Him like looks into the city. Is there like fire?
There's not fire, but now that you look, you can see that there's like a slow deterioration.
Oh. No.
Okay. Okay, get rid of anger. And
He's desperately trying in his mind. Can I try to make it easier by passing a meditation check?
Yes, actually. You could do meditate -2.
Okay. Meditation is a 1. Attribute is a 2, because that's wisdom, I think. Yes, it is. Yay!
Okay,
And
you
he's-
meditate on this. You clear your mind. The hatred is still there. The anger is still there.
I can hate the
But-
entity, but divinity comes with consequences, comes with responsibility.
Yeah, you are able to grit your teeth and go through with the spell.
Is he able to dispel it, or should I cast again?
You can cast again. This
Okay.
this time no minus.
Okay, mana spent 5. Fantastic.
Okay, you see, you feel the curse lift, and you feel things kind of put itself back. Many thanks, Ruin.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
You don't need to apologize.
Mm,
I did not take it personally,
right.
but I should mention this.
Yes.
You are, I assume, a reincarnation, but it seems that you are unaware of how things work.
Yeah.
So, I'll impart the smallest bit of information. You, despite not knowing the past versions of you, you incur all of the debts and favors that you have promised or have been, I suppose, given.
Like contracts?
Very similar. Unless you're the god of lying, then you do best to keep your word on the things that you've done before.
Right. And just hypothetically speaking, you said I owe you a favor.
Yes.
What's our relationship?
Well, I'd say it's going very well. You haven't tried to kill me at all.
Oh, that's good. You do seem quite pleasant.
It's very unruin-like of you.
Oh. Well, now you've ruined the mood.
The old Ruin had horrible relationships with everybody.
Oh, that's not good. But it doesn't exactly surprise me.
Yes, they kept everyone at an arm's reach.
Is there a... Did I leave any kind of record? Just like a book of anything?
Jester shrugs.
Not
Well,
that it would.
I don't know that much about you.
Yeah, not that it would exist anymore.
It's about all writing.
Okay. Right. Is
I
there-
already did that.
Is there... So I imagine I'm not exactly on the best terms with writing. The god of writing. Was there anyone I was on good terms with that you know of?
They think for a moment. I don't like to think of relationships as good or bad. It's mostly people that you owe things to and people that owe things to you. Much easier to think of things that way. Especially if you are, well, ruined. You don't really understand what that means.
Well... Oh dear. I would hope that you're not implying I have been a great amount of debt.
That is the currency of gods.
Right. Apparently.
There's nothing to be too sad about. I'm sure many gods owe you things as well.
He stares into the distance.
I'm going to have to deal with gods. Every day. Every day. Every day.
He keeps repeating this.
And you two walk in the distance.
Him easily convinced that his friends are okay because he somewhat trusts this fucking clown.
We trust clowns in the house. Alright, go to the next scene. I have so many maps, it's so hard to find things sometimes.
That's reasonable.
Okay, here it is. Deep in Dead Pass. Let me activate this. Two figures lay down in the dirt. Sparrow, despite all odds, you're fine. You landed on this piece of rubble, but you didn't actually hurt anything. You think you just went, you tumbled into a roll and kind of landed here. You're covered in a lot of ash, and so is Sadia. Sadia coughs a mountain of it, and she stands up.
Do I have the strength to stand up as well?
Yeah.
Good, I do that as well. I sort of feel my body all over just to make sure it's all still there.
How are you still alive after all of that? After an entire explosion, she says.
I would love to
Not
give
a single
you
scratch.
Perhaps it is fate.
Don't talk to me about fate. You're a geist, aren't you?
And what if I am?
Most likely use that to avoid the explosion. She picks up her spear. And
I assume you're still here to kill me?
Yes. Unfortunate for you.
Any chance that this could at all be talked over?
You see, she stops for a second. It depends on what you'd offer.
Well, I assume you're here to kill me for a reason.
She plants her spear in the ground. Yes, I'm here to, I suppose, finish the job. You're not supposed to be around, Sparrow.
I had assumed as such due to various factors.
Your existence has been throwing a wrench into things. You see, the city of Bliston stays this way because everyone follows a set path. It makes things clean and nice, and everybody's happy. But I'm not too sure, but you being around seems to mess things up.
Is there any perchance that I could get that elaborated?
It's
My
not,
existence, you say, causes those around me to have a worse time? That's the insinuation?
there's specific parameters. The gods like to influence future to a specific degree. And somebody went behind their backs and heavily changed the plans in a different direction. That fact has been hidden until now.
Is that just the me here, or does that include all versions of me?
She hears that and you're aware of other outcomes.
I'm going more or less. Either I'm dying today, and that's going to stop mattering, or I'm not going to be dead, which would likely mean that you've been stopped in some fashion. I figured if I'm going to get answers from somebody, the person who's diametrically opposed to my existence is probably the closest thing I'm going to get to getting them.
That you're incredibly smart. I see why they'd want you killed. She thinks for a second.
You're not the specific one who wants me killed.
No, like I told you, I work at corrections.
Mm-hmm.
My job specifically is to do what I'm told and alter fate back to its original course.
Interesting.
I do not have any grudge against you. I don't even know what crime you have committed, technically.
While we're sort of at this impasse, could I also make another question?
Sure.
I'm going to make the assumption that you do not have the ability to call upon the Inquisitors.
We don't work for the Inquisitors.
So you're... Well, you don't work. The Inquisitors would be above you.
No. The Inquisitors are another, I suppose, faction in all of this. The corrections are secretive. The reason you haven't heard of us is because we don't allow most people to hear about us.
So you're sort of diametrically... Well, not you're sort of two sides of a coin.
She
You're not
knows.
exactly sanctioning each other, but you're not actively assisting.
Yes. The Royal Knights protect the nobles. The Town Guard protects the people. The Inquisitors stop the gods from performing their plans, and the corrections fix the plans when they have been changed.
Interesting.
Oh, wait, what? Why am I telling you all this? She picks up her spear again.
Well, look, it's as I mentioned previously. One of us is going to die here. If you have any questions about me, you're free to ask, and I'll very well answer truthfully.
Some questions about you. How much do you know of the plans for the future?
You're going to have to be a bit more specific. My initial reaction is none, but information that I may have may be related that I'm unaware that it is.
I suppose... How much do you know of Yassine?
I was actually hoping you'd know more about Yassine yourself. I don't know what she's up to. I don't know why she's being chased.
She's being chased because she's the reason you are all still alive.
I do know one interesting factoid. I do know that I believe she used to be on the council.
Yes, she left the council due to personal reasons, I believe.
Was that public knowledge?
Public knowledge? Not really. They just said she would leave the council. She just left the council.
I also know that that's not specifically public knowledge. I have a question now from my side. I know you don't work with the Inquisitors, but perhaps you'll know. Why? Why was Dr. Hamicia arrested?
If you wish to know why Dr. Amicio was arrested, it's quite simple. He has information about some of the plans for the future.
Yes, I'm
That
assuming
he
from the
knows.
Dr. Hamicia from the other universe.
She nods. Information like that can be dangerous.
I'm going to be honest, this is the most satisfying moment in my life thus far.
I'm glad.
The past, I believe, 10 days, 11 days of my life since I have left the orphanage has been nothing but threads upon threads of various mysteries and hidden messages.
Oh,
Presented in front of me, seemingly without prompt. I'm glad I have answered.
It makes sense why your life has been in such, I suppose, disarray. You're technically not supposed to be here. Things have been falling apart, and the gods' plans have been thrown around.
I see.
She raises her spear to you, Sparrow, and she takes a step forward.
I start running in the opposite direction.
When she takes a step forward, you hear a... Hold on. Let me change the music. Sorry. Looking for something perfect. Here we go. This is good. You hear a gunshot ring out as a shovel and a fucking arrow block her path. As Sparrow, you see two figures come out from the fog.
Thank the fucking gods. Oh.
You see, Invoke looks at you, stranger.
Invoke,
thank you.
Invoke, thank Geist you're here.
Miller, are you here?
fuck, dude, I guess I am.
As per the agreement, I will not be speaking to you, but I will thank the general air around you.
And
He knocks another arrow and aims it at Sadia.
all right, stranger, it's your go.
Literally just gonna fucking shoot her. Where is my fucking bow? Give me a second. Going to put 5 mana into this, so I hope it hits.
All right, give it a roll. All right, she's going to attempt to dodge this.
Oh, my mana didn't go in. Shit.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
You can just subtract the mana manually. You see, she steps to the side, dodging the arrow. Wasn't Kobe supposed to be distracting you?
Hold on. Vani, do you not have a skill level?
I fucked up the roll. That was me fucking up the roll. It's fine.
Oh, you would have had a +5 to this, actually.
What about a 17, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so actually, she wouldn't have dodged, and she gets hit in the shoulder, and she looks at you. Like I said, wasn't Kobe supposed to be distracting you?
He's really bad at his job. I'm just gonna keep walking forward while shooting her.
Alright, you can make another. This one would be -5 since it's your
This
dex
one will be
action.
-5, so I will roll like a normal person this time. Don't remember, was there like a skill level that I had for this
Actually, I'll
weapon?
play this. No, you didn't have a skill for this. This one, you just used your mana
Gotcha.
for a higher bonus.
Alright, whoop.
Oh,
Tiny,
yeah.
I'm pulling some strings of fate. I'm gonna cast the spell as a reaction.
Alright, go for
Turn it
it.
into a regular failure.
You're gonna turn it into a regular failure? Alright, give it a roll.
Right. I just need to get it to a +2, right?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I spent mana last session. Where the fuck is it? Oh, was it? Okay.
Oh, maybe it was spent in your token.
I put it in my other token. I can scroll up real quick to look at my previous checks, I think. Casts.
That's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah. I'll at least remove 10, because I know I cast a 10 level spell. Alright. You know what? Magic roll casting, mana spent will be 5. The modifier is none.
Oh wait, you do have that -5 for being.
Alright, no, I'm setting 10.
You do have that -5 for being cursed, or not cursed, but you know.
So wait, okay, so it's been a little bit. I'm spending 10 mana for a +2.
No, you're spending 10 mana to move it up a step.
Okay. Alright, -5.
Okay, you move it up a step into a failure. Stranger, you felt like your arrow was about to actually dome Sparrow in the fucking head. Like you tripped on a brick and you were about to dome Sparrow. And Sparrow grabs the arrow almost before you let go.
On one hand, that's really embarrassing. On the other, it feels like a bit of her true nature just slipped through.
No. I'm gonna say that's your turn and invoke. He narratively shot his gun, but he actually didn't shoot it yet, so I don't have to make him reload. I'm gonna. And now he's going to actually shoot his gun. God damn it! I wrote the thing on his token and not his sheet, so. But I still remember. think it was this much.
Ooh.
You see him fire this shovel, this shovel shotgun, and it impacts Sadia in her side, and he drags the chain back, yanking her forward, and reloads and sends it to her. And it's Sadia's turn. And she looks at Invoke, she looks at Stranger, and then she looks at Sparrow. And she's going to stab you, Sparrow.
Invoke, you've lost 5 silver.
What the hell was I supposed to do about that?
But not bring them closer.
It's a shovel on a fucking chain. I have to pull it. You see, she attacks one.
But you could have brought them that way.
Alright, that's a critical success. The block, dodge, or parry out of -5.
I have none of those skills.
Can I do anything?
You do have them. Everyone has access to block, dodges, or parries. But a block uses con as a stat, your dodge uses dex as a stat, and your parry uses whiz.
How does the block work?
Basically, you gotta beat their number. If you hit exactly their number, you can block a certain amount of damage. But if you always, for all the defensive options, if you go over their number, you don't take damage.
I'll try and parry.
Okay. It's your wisdom plus your level.
What level? I don't have a level list. We're like level 2.
Yeah, you're level 2.
Okay. So it's -5 GM modifier.
Sparrow, you get shanked for 20. And then she's going to attack Stranger. Because she's got range with the spear. And she's going to make sure everyone is hurt.
-5, motherfucker. Ooh, you don't want to.
True. So she can't attack with her full strength. Thank you for reminding me.
Hey, where the fuck's Calorie?
Yeah. So it's a partial. You want to block, dodge, or parry?
Block, dodge, or parry. My dex is better. I'll try and dodge it.
Alright. Give me a roll.
It's been a hot second, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. It would just be your dex plus your level. All right, perfect. Guess what? You never needed to roll that.
Oh, you're a failure.
Yeah. Her aura of failure. The partial successes are treated as failures, and failures are treated as mishaps. So, she tries to stab you, Stranger, and you don't even need to move as she kind of hits that arrow that Sparrow was kind of holding and gets kind of knocked off balance. And it's back to your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna capitalize it and step in between these two.
Wait, do I not get a turn?
Oh yeah, you got your turn. I thought your like little interrupt magic thing was your turn.
Oh, was that my turn? Oh, I forgot if we had a reaction to this.
At the moment, no.
Okay, then yeah, that would have been my turn. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. So mechanically, I'm using my bow.
Yes.
For flavor, I'm just going to kick her right in the face.
Go for it.
I'm going to use 5 mana this time and actually put it in.
I should have moved. I don't have my
It's
turn
fine.
anymore. Yeah, I'm getting behind.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm getting back here.
Alright. You're gonna also hold your action for something
Step
like
one away,
that.
so I'm not within range.
bro.
You attempt to attack. Oh, yes, Barrett?
No, I can't. I used it already. I can't spell right now.
No, you can. This is the next round.
Okay. Yeah, can I turn that into a regular success?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, but no, they're just gonna react to it, aren't they?
That is true.
Just leave it a regular failure, because what happens if we turn into assess and then it goes to a parry? What is it? Does it still treat the number as a 7 to beat?
I treat the number as the minimum success, so an 11.
An 11? I'm gonna hold off on that then, yeah.
Okay. You try to kick her in the face, and she dodges to the side easily. You still gotta go if you want to roll again at a -5.
I mean, yeah. No mana. Pure gamble.
Oh, I saw that 20.
I mean, if I turn that into a regular failure, it doesn't turn right back into a mishap, right?
Yeah,
Alright,
the weird nature of this.
I'm having
Into
a
it.
shit day today.
alright. Casting spell again. I'm gonna put another. You know, I'm putting 6 mana into this. And
Man,
pray.
you rolled a 2 twice.
I don't know what's going on with Vanya right now.
The dice are not in your. I mean, you did tire yourself out fighting that guy, and then ran over here.
Fuck that guy.
Please don't fail.
I think she might just still be angry, and it's affecting
it's a
her
failure.
performance.
Or a failure.
Yeah. You try to kick her in the kick her, and I'll say she gets an attack off on you.
Yippee.
A free attack. But you're allowed. That's a failure. Never mind. She tries to. You kick her. You miss. She tries to stab you. She misses. And she's like, "This is miserable."
Two angry women flailing at each other in a graveyard.
I think either of you have. I think I'm in the worst spot here. But don't look at me.
See Invoke slowly walk this way. Gold subtraction. Oh, she got a little close to you. You would take a spear hit, and he shoots this idea.
Sparrow's actively bleeding out right now.
You realize he's gonna shoot her.
Something about that, maybe.
Jesus Christ! Invoke!
There you go.
Another 24 damage, unless she dodges. Hold on. She can dodge this.
I'm
Never
standing right
mind.
behind her. I trip her.
She takes another 24 damage, and then he yanks the chain. And she clutches her side. She does not look. She looks really hurt and pretty close, but she's gonna continue fighting. She's gonna stab Invoke for doing that shit to her. Never fucking mind.
That's a failure!
That's another failure. She slowly walks forward, and she tries to attack you, Vanya.
The dice just don't like women today.
That's fucked up. Oh my god!
Women today.
She
Failure.
tries to attack you and then drops her spear and it despawns. And she's like, I give up. She just says, I surrender. Do what you must. And she falls down.
Ranger, I would suggest not killing them yet.
You see Invoke already had the gun pointed to their back of her head. Oh, what?
Invoke.
Come on.
Stranger, were you listening? How recently did you arrive?
I look at Tiny.
You heard some of that conversation that he was having with Sadia. Invoke was like, "Wait, before we save him, let him yap for a little bit. This seems kind of interesting."
Invoke is now on a
Wait,
watch
like,
list because
we
they
met
had this
up?
conversation.
Yeah, you and like you
Me
like
and
saw
this random
Invoke.
big goblin dude just met and we're like, okay, we gotta go
Yeah,
check
you
him
saw
out.
him, and he's like, "Wait, before you save that dude, hold on. He's saying something interesting."
Just want to check and see if you heard that they may or may not have information about a certain person that we both are interested in.
Shut up, Sparrow. I'm gonna walk forward and just... Can I knock her unconscious, Tiny?
Yeah, you can knock her unconscious.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna straight up, like... What's the best way to knock someone out?
You
Usually
just kick her in the face.
Yeah, okay, I kick her in the... I kick her in the face and then I pull her up by her hair and begin dragging her away.
Did you find out where Calorie went? We got separated in the blast.
I wish you luck with that.
I would really much request, because I do have more questions for them.
Why I knocked her out.
Sorry, I believe... Was it not inferred that you were going to disappear when you said good luck with that?
I've had a long day.
I believe I can... Actually, no, I've only been conscious for a couple hours now.
We switch perspectives. Caleb, are you here?
Yeah.
Where did you go?
Tiny Light dead.
I need... Oh.
Calorie. You feel someone shake you awake. Calorie! Hold on, let me put a camera in this map. Calorie, are you okay?
What does Calorie see right now? What is this?
You are in a circle of fire that is kind of swirling. Sorry, a circle? You are in a tornado of fire that's kind of swirling around you. We see, here's someone else speak up. Oh, the goblin's awake now.
Well, I was gonna say I'm okay, but if I'm gonna die here with both of you, now I'm not sure.
Calorie, you shouldn't be saying things like that. And besides, we're going to need your help.
Yeah, what am I gonna do?
You need to help us against that. He points, and you see this creature right above you that seems to be crunching on something. As you hear some screaming from Volm. He's like, "You need to help me." As you hear another crunch as he screams out in pain.
What?
Look, I do not have much time, Calorie. This is very painful. He gets crunched more. You three, I brought you two three together for a very specific purpose. As you hear another crunch. Please combine your shadows and beat up this wretched dog. You hear him get slurped up and eaten by this creature. And this creature looks pretty hungry. Might go for round 2. And let me start the next combat. This is the God of Calamity.
Yeah, I think we're dead.
Well, you heard Vone. We combined the strength of all 3 of us. We combined our shadows, and we can take this thing down, right?
Isn't Volm like all of our shadows and more?
No, you see Angler speak up. Well, he's not going to be doing much if he's eaten. So, I guess we get Volm out.
I don't buy. I wish someone with sense was here. I have a terrible plan.
Well, what's your plan, Calorie? Gillis says he's like completely on board.
My very first thought is that I'm a goblin. I don't think it can eat me. So I'm gonna go in there and get Volm out.
Great, how are you going to avoid the teeth?
I won't get bit.
Of course.
That's why I wish. You see why I have people with sense around me?
Well, if you want someone to cough up their guts, just hit them in the stomach real hard.
That's what Calorie's gonna run up to start doing.
Calorie, yes, your go first.
Calorie's going to run up to this thing. Minimal fear, and she's going to kick it in the stomach.
Alright, roll for it, Calorie.
Oh man, any minuses?
No minuses.
Okay. Early a success. That's using my swamp stance.
You punch into this thing, and it does there's no effect. It is hard like a stone. And it seems to bounce up and down, like almost playfully or happily of seeing you. Who you're passing it to?
Pass it to Lithers.
Alright. Lithers steps forward, his shadow flexing behind him, and he's going to do his best. Let me... What's the best thing he can do? He's going to Shadow Orb. Oh shit! Oh my god! You see, Lithers fires off a Shadow Orb, and it hits one of the horns on this thing's head, actually doing some damage. And he's gonna pass it to Angler, and Angler's going to pull out his broadsword and just attack the hell out of this thing. So his longsword is this. Yeah, of course. It's a partial, so that's half damage. It's a regular success. But let's see if Calamity can dodge both of these. Or not dodge, block both of these. So Calamity blocks the first one just by standing there. And then the second one, Angler actually draws some of this creature's blood that's kind of black and inky and oozes down his blade. Huh. This thing can bleed. And it's this thing's turn. It's going to do Hellfire. You feel the sound begin rumble as the fire from the tornado hits all of you guys. Let me make a roll. This one, you're gonna have to block. You can't dodge this one.
It's over.
Oh, oops. I rolled. Oh my god, it rolled a nat one! It's winnable! It's actually winnable. Oh my god.
No.
You got this. You got this, Lithus. He can do this. Oh my god, Lithus is cracked. Let me roll for Angler. Angler gets fucked. And Calorie. You rolled one under?
One under.
That's unfortunate. Okay. You take 10 damage. It's not that crazy.
I assume being passed out, I didn't get to rest before before this happened, right?
Yeah, you did not get to rest.
That don't look good, gamers.
Angler takes some damage as well. And it's your turn again, Calorie. Lithers speaks up. You know the tendril spell, Calorie?
Maybe.
I am going to lend you some of my shadow. Maybe we can do something with that.
Sure. I'll do what I can.
You see Angler, also, he steps aside and he's going to also give you some of the shadow for the tendril spell.
I'm not gonna say anything, just gonna do it, cool guy.
I didn't assume you were going to ask me, so...
Alright, let me see
Besides,
here.
if Volm dies, I lose my powers.
Yeah, we all lose an arm and a... Well, I'm not losing an eye.
Yes, we know you're very privileged, Calorie, and very smart and funny, and please do this.
Okay, I will use the tendril spell then.
Alright.
If they're lending me power for it.
And when it's with the power of two other guys, just assume you have 3 times the strength.
Is that 3 times the mana I can spend?
Yes.
Our cap is 15 right now, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop 45 mana on that.
Oh my god. Okay. Jesus.
We're combining our powers. Let's get let's get rid of this thing.
Alright, make the roll.
See. I assume this is bright light because of the fire, right?
Yes.
The bonus that I get to this is the mana spent?
Yes.
Oh, it's over. Okay. And a 19.
Oh my, 64! Okay, Calorie, what do you do with this tendril?
I think Calorie is going to summon the tendril forth from her shadow and have it, since we still want Volm, is going to wrap around this thing and squeeze it to try and squeeze Volm out.
Hold on, let me roll. Let me roll something. You see, you squeeze Calamity, and it begins coughing and hacking, and it spits out Volm onto the ground. And Volm... It's like, what took you guys so long?
How long? That's it. Calamity put him back in.
Wait, no, he's a Calamity grab him, but his tail's just tricking him forward.
Okay, let him go.
You see Calamity lets him go. He's like, and Leather's like, looks, wait a second, why is Calamity listening to you?
That's a great question.
And
Calamity, get rid of the fire?
you say that to Calamity. Do you see Calamity get smaller? He smiles. And you see the fire that swirls around you. Oh, wrong one. It disappears.
I hold my hands out to Calamity like I'm calling a dog over.
You hold your hand out to Calamity. Hold on, let me change the music. There it is, perfect. You see the little thing jump into your arms.
Oh.
Why are you petting that horrid creature? Vom plucks Calamity and chucks him over there. And you see Calamity kind of like it like sniffs at the ground. I hate this putrid god.
Well, that wasn't very nice.
Did you see what he did to one of my arms? He says,
Well, he spit you back out, didn't he?
yeah, only after you squeezed him.
Right, then I told him to not eat you, and... Kelly's gonna go pick him up again.
You pick up Calamity, and Calamity is like all happy. Be careful with him, he's evil. Mom's trying to find the words to say. Evil, horrid little creature. Everything goes wrong around him.
I think you're being judgmental. What do you think?
You see him actually just leave. Well, there's this like, why? I've never seen a god so emotions.
Small?
Animal-like.
Oh.
Are you looking at me? I am not an animal. Well, Calamity is... there are many gods of many types. Calamity is, I wouldn't say stupid. They understand speech. But they are more akin to a creature than a scientist.
They look like a shadow beast.
Well, yes, they're a shadow beast. Well, you know.
So, you made this one?
No, I did not make the shadow beasts. I'm a shadow beast myself.
Oh.
Well, this one stumbled into godhood. He says dismissively.
Well, I think you two would get along.
Along? He's my sworn enemy. He bit off one of my fingers. Besides, he causes issues everywhere he goes. don't like being around him.
Don't you kind of inadvertently do the same thing?
Yes, but the difference is I do them on purpose. You see the issue? We can't be doing the same thing. He's stealing my whole shtick.
Well, I think you should take friends where you can get them.
He looks at Calamity, and Calamity hops down. It looks completely innocent and happy. Well, maybe he Vom offers a hand to Calamity, and Calamity immediately bites one of the off. You wretched creature, and this runs away and disappears. I hate that thing.
Oh wait, Volm Withers, we gotta go find Sparrow.
Oh, yes. I believe I sent the mercenary his way.
Did you pay him?
Do you expect me to have the money? Lithers paid him.
Oh, okay.
Besides, I'm going back. He hops back into your shadow gallery. Lithers just sighs. I'm glad it all worked out.
Thank you, Withers.
For what?
Helping.
Oh, of course, Calvin. We work for the same god. You also work with me on many things.
Yeah. I just thought I should say it.
Lithers smiles. And both of you walk off. And we change scene. Hold on. Getting next scene ready. I gotta place all the tokens. This is where everyone's stories begins to converge. Oh, I almost forgot Withers. So, Sparrow, you eventually meet up with Calorie. Actually, hold on. After you meet up with Calorie, where do you go?
Meeting up with Calorie, bro. First thing, just want to make it known, hugging Calorie. Calorie's here.
I guess this will be on the Stranger. The Stranger, where are you going with them? What are you doing?
I think she's just like walking them to the edge of Dead Pass to make
Okay.
sure that they fucking leave.
Let me move to this map. me preload the map. There's a camera here and activate. You see,
I suppose all we need to do is figure out where Pimgot went off to.
I suppose, you see Liz thinks for a second. Will you be needing assistance getting across the bridge?
Possibly, but I don't think you'll be needing to pay for it. If you could give a message to somebody on the other side. If you could head to my guild, I'm sure you're aware of its location.
Of course. What
You could-
message do you wish me to send?
If you could let the receptionist know that we need to be picked up from Dead Pass.
Of course. No, I will see you both another time.
Believe
You
you
see
have-
Invoke looks at you, Sparrow.
How much longer do I have you for?
The directions were pretty simple. Save your life. So I did.
Mhm.
Life is currently not in danger, as far as I know.
I would say that my life may still be in danger until I get home, so if you could just stay nearby for the moment.
Okay.
You'll earn back that 5 silver. That you apparently have already been paid for.
Ah. Liz told you that?
No, Gallery did.
No,
Make a
of
mistake.
course.
Calorie waves. Turns to Vanya. Now
You see
take
Invoke
that.
look at you, stranger. How much they paying you?
If they promise to never come in this place again, I will have been paid for more than I could ever imagine.
Yeah. If today's any indication, we'll probably be back here, but not of our own volition.
Yes, I would like it to be known that we did not even come here of our own volition. Secondly, I want that one.
Are you like carrying Sadia or like dragging her?
I'm dragging her by the hair.
I can take her from here. Do you want to run along?
She swivels her head to look at you.
Or if you prefer to ask questions to them, in a mutually specified location, then we could set something up.
I mean, if you care to talk to them. That's just, more time around us.
No, there's something that one knows that we all want answers to.
No, I meant Vanya. If Vanya wanted to join in on that.
Yes, Vanya's going to want to ask that one questions just as much as I do.
Mm.
Sorry, stranger.
Right.
If you
There's
could
a
refer
lot
to
of
them
things.
as such.
There's a lot of internal conflict right now. But she's weighing her options and she acts like she's walking to like the prison cells, but she hoists Sadia up over her shoulder and just starts walking forward.
I see. Actually, if you... Are you planning to come with, or are we going to a mutually exclusive location?
She's still with you. I'm just not dragging the
Yeah.
token anymore.
You're good, you're good.
Yeah. So for benefits, I would rather treat this as a business exchange.
Of course you would, golden boy. Sure.
Would you rather I not?
All right.
I'd rather we have gone our separate ways.
The fucking world's most awkward walk back.
And where are you guys going?
I assumed we were going back to your guild, right?
If that's an option.
Okay.
If you are willing to come back to the guild house, I was not expecting that.
All right.
Answers about Miss Yassine take priority over everything.
So,
Alright.
speaking of Guildhouse,
I hope my employees are doing okay.
speaking of employees, we cut the sparrows home.
They better not be getting fucking raided or something.
So, as we cut to Sparrow's house, we come across a certain sight. Emlyn and Tess lay beaten in the road. A woman in plate armor hefts her giant battle axe, putting it back onto her back. Well, it was fun distracting you both, but I see your friends on the horizon, so it's time for me to leave. With both hands, they push at the sides of their lips. Remember the smile. You guys get to live today. Man, I gotta tell the council member that I saw a ghost. But she's gonna freak out. She leaves the area. As hold on. Where are they? Pim, you get there first.
Yay! Where am I? Oh, yeah. Did Jester fuck off at some point? Oh, nope, right there. Immediately
Jester-
just like looking between both of them.
Jester waves goodbye as you attend to your friends who are clearly in need of help.
Can you help?
They hold up both hands. Alas, I'm not a doctor, but a jester.
You're a god. You have mana. My man's gonna just blow her up. Can you? You know what they say.
Grabs shoulder.
Laughter's the best medicine. You want to help my friend, right?
That is a very, very good joke. Very well. They take a step forward.
In terms
And-
of physical wounds.
Let me cast one of their spells.
Yay. Can
You see a powerful energy shoot both into Emlyn and Tess, and they both begin laughing uncontrollably.
Is that Is that helping?
It's as you said, laughter is the best medicine.
Do they look like they're in pain, or do they look like they're feeling better?
They kind of both. You see their wound are like slowly going away, but they don't look like they're enjoying the laughing. It's horrible to see.
Horrific.
This is like actually horrifying to look at. And Jester begins to walk away.
Thanks, I guess. If you can hear me possess literally anything
Ruin.
on me, I'm going.
You see, as they begin walking, Ruin, you know what that means. You owe me another favor.
Oh. Yeah. Then I'll talk to you later.
Then you see they disappear.
Oh, come on.
And in that moment,
yeah.
hold on, the rest of the gang gets here.
Horrifying.
Here we go.
Wait, who paid for our path? Tana, who paid for us to get across?
Sorry, let me also bring in,
Yeah.
Sabina.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Sabina sneaking out the window during the conflict.
Just like walking back and
You see,
forth.
Fire, like, Fi was, to explain, Fi and Sabina, on that day, specifically were like, let's go to the bakery before going to work. And then they see Lithers comes in drenched in sweat, like, you gotta get across the bridge. And they're like, okay. And then they come home, and you see Fi drops the bread.
What happened?
The mountain riding. Ruin. And.
Okay, that's not exactly making sense, right?
Bonks his head against the earth.
Gestures. We still have the body, right?
Yeah, you saw
Like it to be known. Did these two react to the body?
yeah, they asked some questions while they were with you.
Alright, cool. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't, Okay.
I asked Jester to help because they both looked hurt, and now they're laughing, and they look better, but they're laughing.
Alright, so you've met with Jester. Did they do the... Are they part of this?
No. Actually, they helped me a lot.
Okay, either a really good or really bad sign.
Well, you see, I'm maybe cursed all writing. Everywhere. A little bit. They were trying to hurt you!
You've what? The book? I have to look at the library after this.
Tez, can you...
Also, I need to know how you did... Okay, there's... Anyways, I have some answers about some questions. That's still not something we should be discussing right now. We need to get inside. Everybody inside. Everybody inside.
Right.
We'll get them onto the beds.
Yeah.
Hurry, Tess?
Can Tess possess anything on Pym and it just starts like convulsing?
Probably, yeah.
Awesome.
Invoke, is there anything invisible within through the windows?
Nothing I can see.
Alright. Once we are in and once we are declared safe, you are free to leave.
Alright.
I don't know where to start. Every day is like this. I point to the currently invisible body. We're going to tie them to that chair.
Oddly enough, Stranger just immediately does what he says.
To this chair?
To that chair, we're also going to bring them downstairs.
Oh, you're that.
No, we should not bring them down. I don't know what we're going to do with them after this and whether or not we want them to know that we have a downstairs.
Don't. Well, we all got teleported out of the downstairs.
No, bring them downstairs. In case anybody's looking through the windows.
Pim explains to these two.
And when I got here, they were both hurt, very hurt, and there was someone running away, and they were in plate mail, and I don't know. Oh, my gallery.
Are you okay,
I
Pim?
think I'm gonna stay here and help Emlyn through the laughing. And Fi nods. Me as well.
Yes. Could you also help Tess?
Of course.
What did Tess possess? His eye patch?
What'd you have on you?
Probably his eye patch.
Yeah.
He takes it off.
Fi holds the eye patch and doesn't really know what to do with it, as it's kind of like jittering around.
Thank you. I need to catch up with both of you. Oh, God.
Hillary hugs him real quick as
Yeah.
he exits.
Hmm?
It's good to see you.
It is fantastic to see you. Oh, you're both great.
Absolutely. Pim is like leaned on Calorie.
And
I do grab a book real quick as we're going downstairs.
we go over to the basement.
Right, everyone. Initial strategy meeting before they awake. First and foremost, we'll take the stand here at the front. Congratulations, everyone. We're all alive. Once again, we have survived another extremely elaborate attempt on our various lives. Some statements upon that item. It has been confirmed we are being killed because we exist.
Oh,
Just nothing we did, just we exist.
Yes, we should not exist, and thus we must be removed because we are a problem to this timeline.
wait, like we were supposed to die or something?
That is the insinuation that puts hand on shoulder this one said when prompted for why we are being killed.
Oh,
That might also explain why I've been killed in another timeline now.
right.
Sorry, I
Looks at yeah.
understand not all of this is going to make sense. Thank you for being here. Sorry in advance for things that may be said during this.
Whatever you three have going on does not concern me, unless it has to do with Miss Yassine.
It is.
Certainly
Miss
does
Yassine
not.
may or may not be the one who caused us to be alive in the first place.
He takes a deep breath in through her nose.
In fact, you might be part of that problem.
Problem?
The Miss Yassine problem.
Ah,
The plan. Miss Yassine's plan that they're being chased for.
right. Right. Right.
I cannot confirm or deny. We will hopefully get an answer out of this one as to whether or not you are safe from the wrath of whatever is chasing us as well.
Can I go up to her and just slap her awake?
You go to her and slap her awake. She flexes her jaw and looks up at you. Great, it's you.
There are some questions you're going to be answering, if you
First
want
and
to
fore-
keep all your bones.
First and foremost, I would like to welcome you to this location and the hospitality it brings. You are here of your own free will at the moment.
Am I?
If you wish to not be here of your own free will, there may be consequences.
So, what are you going to do to me?
Hopefully nothing. more or less just want some questions.
I suspect if I answer these questions, I'm not going to be let go.
Actually, though, my hope is that the answering of the questions will hopefully get us enough information to let you go.
And if it's not enough information?
Then I will still consider that my life is very much at risk and ask further questions until I hope to have enough information that it won't be at risk.
I'm going to be honest with you, Sparrow. I don't believe you're going to be letting me go after I answer these questions.
Right, that's... nothing can be easy. Nothing can be easy.
That implies you are going to answer the questions, though.
Maybe.
It'd be the wisest move.
Alright, there are two groups here. I believe we're going to take turns asking you questions. I will allow you to take the first, if you wish to answer.
Stranger gets, like, really close into this woman's face. I don't know who you are. I don't know why you're trying to kill these three. And I don't really care. But what do you know about Miss Yassine?
She's a former council member.
Is that it?
Yeah, I was about to say, is that it?
Well, that's what I know of her.
Okay. No information about the theoretical plan they have. That's the reason that we're all...
No idea where she is.
Why would that be my job to know where she is?
Hmm.
I believe that's a job for the Inquisitors, is it not?
Yes, the Inquisitors... Or at least she's not in custody. At least she's not in that specific jail.
Right.
Alright, my question, and because of the disappointment of that one, for a certain member here, I will go ahead and use mine for a combined purpose. Am I the only one who has been sentenced to be destroyed, or is it multiple people, and if so, who are their names?
Well, if you wish to know, the corrections get names all the time. We don't usually resort to methods such as this. But in this case, for this job, we specifically had 3 names.
Only 3. Can I ask if the 4th one is on the list at some point?
You see, she thinks for a second. Yes, the 4th one was to come later.
Well, alright. Answers my question. You have the floor. Unless one of you also wishes to ask questions. Actually, no. We are separate entities. It is us 3 and you. You may have the second question, and either of you two may ask next.
Yes.
Nilla?
No.
Nilla?
No.
No one standing there?
Oh, sorry, did I
Little
not?
farming aura?
I don't think your mic is...
Hang on.
Yep.
Trying to organize everything here. I had notes for this situation, and now I can't fucking find them.
Oh. Happens.
I've been trying so hard to find Miss Yassine, and now the answers are being handed to me on a silver fucking platter, and I'm blanking. What did Miss Yassine do on the council?
She represented the old district.
The old district has representation?
Used to.
Apparently. Or...
When she left, no one held the seat until this month.
Oh.
This month.
She nods.
Has it been announced? Surely that must have been in the news. Would that have been in the news, Tiny?
Yeah, it would have been on some newspapers. The old district doesn't really get too much news.
Was there perchance a photo of the person who...
Yeah, probably.
Tiny, could I have ever seen one of those?
I'm gonna have to say no.
Okay. Yeah, that would have been a month ago. They probably aren't running in print right now. Stranger, have you completed your question?
We're going in turns, so I'm saving mine.
I see.
Ask.
Alright, either of you two if you wish for a question.
I'm not gonna be much help here.
Does that mean I'm free to go?
No.
No.
Draws bow.
Zadia.
Sadia laughs a little bit.
Zadia. Is this my fault this happened?
What do you mean?
When I met you yesterday on the bridge and encouraged you to, you know, put your ideas forward, do what, you know, how your peers weren't listening to you, and that you should assert yourself. Is that what this was?
Sadia smiles. Yes, Calorie.
Ask your stupid question, stranger.
I'm just going to ask straight up. Who was the person who's now representing the old district?
She kind of looks at you. You actually don't know. It's Lady Teslin.
Does that name mean anything to me?
Not really? You don't know, but...
Can you spell that? Lady Tesla?
Teslin.
Teslin, okay.
Tesslyn.
Gotcha, okay. Right. I step back.
I suppose it's my turn at the floor.
Unless there's a few too many questions I have, whether or not they're relevant at the moment.
I don't think I'll have your answers, Sparrow.
Oh, then can I ask a few in sequence just to make sure?
She sighs. Sure.
Wait, actually no, first question. Will getting answers from you about certain topics make you want to kill me even more? Or am I sort of already at the height of the getting rid of ratio?
There is no priority for killing you more or less.
Alright, if that's the case, then having more knowledge surely cannot hurt. At least whether or not you know them. First question. What's the previous name of the Dead Pass?
How should I know?
Alright, next. I just realized you could probably just be lying to me. But no, I will remain truthful. Second question. Where is the entrance to the tunnels below the city?
She looks at you. I haven't heard about that.
Hello, next question. Do you know why I was killed in the other timeline?
Most likely for the same reason you're being hunted for in this one.
Does the effect of large red sky, burning crater, and ground, does that ring a bell of a specific type of person who would be after my life?
It sounds like something Calamity would do.
I see. That's probably who did it.
Pim sighs in relief for some reason.
Alright. Why did my father need to be removed?
The other Arbor. This is the first question you see her hesitate. I wasn't assigned to his case.
Do you know who was?
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth question, bit of a long shot here. But since, enemy of my friend might also be my enemy, or I suppose enemy of your enemy.
I know the saying.
Yes. In this case, it would be from your direction. Do you know of a fey creature, powerful fey creature that may be around in the area and where it stays?
She laughs a little bit. Yes, I'm very aware of their presence.
You say that as if they're here now.
They could be. Who knows?
Terrifying. That also doesn't answer the question. Where can we find them?
She thinks for a moment. You want to speak with them?
They have something I want.
He straightens up. Well, I can bring them here if you want.
I feel as if that could be taken as a threat. Was it
Said it-
intended as such?
See it
I
again?
feel as if that could be taken as a threat. Could that be assumed to be as such?
If it sounded like a threat, then take it as such.
I see. No, we'll need to prepare to get that. We're going to need a bit more. Although, you having the ability to bring them over, that's good. That's another good lead in order to get another one of my friends back. Sorry, I've taken quite a few questions. Anybody else want to take the floor?
Looks at Vanya.
Looks back. Looks very disappointed in you, Pim.
Yeah.
Am I free to go? Or
No.
is this the part where you kill me?
Oh
I have a
God, how are we going to
question.
kill you?
My question is, the god of writing, was my conflict with them your doing?
What do you mean by that?
Well, this morning I found myself awake on a mountain and in conflict with someone who declared that they were going to kill me? I tried getting away, but you know how it is with magical entities and the like. They drag you back over, and you end up, well, fighting to survive. And I just really need to know. Why did that happen? Is that this whole... Is that because of your list or something?
No. The plan was to teleport you over to them, and she would dispose of the three of you. If you tried teleporting away before getting to the mountain, the anchor was set to the dead pass where I would see anyone trying to escape. And if the anchor failed, we had a third person.
And that is?
One of our enforcers.
Enforcers. Is Enforcer their name?
He looks so done with her.
I don't know the name of every guard that I work with.
But you work with the guards.
The town guard? No.
Hmm. This is a bit confusing then.
It's confusing to you. You have all the answers.
I wish I had all the fucking answers. Not even you have all the answers.
So you work for the city, but not with the guards. Though, do you work for the city?
Yes. I work
Royal
in
Guard,
corrections.
it appears to be something on the equal level to the Inquisitors.
But for mortals, I suppose.
I think the Inquisitors handle mortals.
In the sense of killing
Uh,
them,
one-
perhaps.
I mean, I would not say that gestures, they're not trying to kill us.
Right.
I believe the distinction, if I'm to infer correctly. The Inquisitors are for the reduction of gods and their plans. The organization that they are with is more for, as they mentioned, fixers. Or what was the specific title that you had, if you're willing to answer?
Oh, you're talking about her title?
Yes.
Corrections.
Yes. They remove problems with... Effectively, I'm just going to keep saying the word timeline. Still doesn't explain to me why Dr. Misi didn't get killed and instead just got imprisoned.
Yes. It is confusing.
Probably need information.
Though... I guess today didn't go to plan,
Actually-
did it?
Obviously, no.
Well, I suppose. What happens next? The plan has failed, we're still alive, what happens tomorrow?
No. Then I see what my next job is.
Oh, we're just going to go right back into the queue.
No. Our leader has already determined that it's too late to course correct with you three specifically.
So after today, we're not even going to be on the list.
She nods.
What do you think we're going to kill? You could have led with that.
Yeah. Like... if you're not a threat, then...
Sorry,
Well, it's not even that you're not a threat, it's that we're going to stop being threatened by them tomorrow.
Sorry, I attempted to kill you, and now I'm tied up in front of a vigilante and the god of ruin. I didn't expect to be living.
The
Anyway.
what? Sorry, I can only assume who you're referring to now. We have a lot to talk about.
How did you know that?
Look at you. And of course, the people already call you that.
The people?
Yes.
It's
God
been
of
less than
Scarlet.
8... I can only assume it's been less than 8 hours since we've been conscious.
Scarlet called you as such.
Scarlet? Is that the name you said?
Yeah.
Who's Scarlet?
I
God
feel
of
like
writing.
we've
You
seen...
literally fought her.
Yeah.
When did you have an opportunity to speak to them?
We worked together.
This was before today.
Wait. Oh, but it is... fucking multi-timeline bullshit.
All right.
The brow of his nose.
Well, great news. For you, I have no intention of killing you. To be honest, I had no intention to do so in the first place.
Sparrow, forgive me. I believe you. I just didn't believe the others.
Fair enough. Second statement. Okay. Yeah, you already don't have any... Why did you not... this could have been all dealt with so much easier. We shouldn't. It's my fault. We shouldn't have tied you up. We should have just put you into a bed.
Hey, I have a question.
No, you might have attacked me if you woke up afterwards. I wasn't sure of that yet. Sorry,
Can we just-
you have the floor?
Can we just go to the corrections office and ask about this?
No, you're gonna be out of luck. All the people who are working are out in the field.
Can we just come to the corrections office and see you?
Yes, let's pretend it's my office right now. Hello? Calorie, oh, it's nice to see you. What did you need?
Ellery pushes the chair over.
If we release you, I'm assuming. Now, put some back up. Now, hold on. No, hold on. This idea. I mean, what if we let you go? I'm assuming you'll go back and inform somebody.
Yes.
Can we come with you?
For what reason?
I don't know. Maybe to get more answers? Maybe to get a person's name off the list.
I'll tell you, Sparrow, your name's not on the list for murder anymore, but specifically, they're going to be trying to hinder your plans.
All of them. Every single thing.
Anything that goes against what their plans are.
Can they tell me what wouldn't impact that?
If they could, they would, Sparrow. If they could, they would have told me their plans.
Well, there goes one of my other ideas, which is figure out what would get me not on your bad side and do that instead. There's got to be some string that I'm pulling out that won't cause world calamity, I'm assuming is what I'm causing.
Yeah, is this like a... So you're in operation, there's like a building, there is like someone we can talk to about this?
Actually, 2 names. 2 more names. 2 more names I want to know if they're on the list.
Okay.
Tell me, do the name Verna and Walt mean anything?
They're not on the kill list.
Why? Why not them?
They've already been dealt with.
Dealt with?
She does not elaborate.
Well, I've at least confirmed they're still alive, so your version of dealt with must be a bit more different than killed.
Well,
How did you deal with them?
That's the powerful thing about fate. We specifically didn't need to do anything. We just moved pieces in place for things to happen.
so you know what happened to them, though.
She knows.
Stranger, I'm assuming you're hearing the same things we are. Just want to make sure that we're on the same page here. Because I'm also going to make the assumption that you also care about those 2 being safe.
If they're not dead, I believe that's the extent
Yes,
of my reach.
They're very much alive, so there's no issues there.
Oh, I can assure you there's an issue, at least for one more than the other. One's much easier to get back.
Hmm.
You really don't know about. Take that in for me. Doesn't matter. Him one? No, I need to be the. It's been such a.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
looking
we-
at Sparrow.
Fucking Sparrow's head in his goddamn hands.
I think it'd probably be better if we end this.
Right.
If I have any further questions and I let you leave, will you have any problems if I come ask them to you directly?
You may come to the corrections office, Sparrow.
Will I be harmed in any way if I come of my own volition?
You will not be harmed, but I don't know if you'll get any answers that you'll like.
Did I do anything to deserve this? Is it... What have I...
Sparrow, with gods there is no right or wrong. I'm fairly certain they don't even know who you are specifically or as a person. They just know that you're in the way of plans, and the easiest solution is to have you be removed.
Do you mean God's generalization or God's specific group?
Generalization. You know how they are.
Hey, him, apparently.
Yeah.
What's right and what's wrong?
Well, right is a direction, and wrong is how I feel.
Have you been spending time with the god of jokes?
Yes.
You should.
Oh, Pim, we're gonna have to watch out for you getting in problems with
I think it's a little late for that.
the Inquisitors specifically.
I think it's a little late for that.
That's true, but now you're very specifically part of their purview.
Right. Oh, yeah. Okay, so corrections office. As I am a god, how does that work? If something's a problem for me, do I just write up a little request or something? How does that work?
You're being serious? You're a god. You have a plan for the future, yes? You have goals, aspirations, like any other person?
Yes?
Then, as a god, you do things to make those aspirations come true.
Like
You
anybody
don't ask
does.
for permission. You don't ask for permission.
What?
You raise villages, you move people, you convert people to your power. The more people you have, the more people will listen to you. You make your plan come true.
Then
Then
what's
who
your
decide-
job?
Wait, you said what's your job?
Yeah, like, what's your job?
Like I said, you get people to do those things. I'm those people.
I believe that circles back to the where does he make the request?
The request for what exactly?
For you to do your job. I'm assuming in this case to his plan.
Yes,
In service of his plan.
since that
The
helps.
corrections work for the council,
Okay,
and specifically the head.
the head of the council.
The head of the council.
So the council members are kind of publicly known. Is the head of the council publicly known?
Yeah, he's
I'm
probably
trying to
there.
remember
I could probably tell you who the head of the council is.
who is.
His name
Anyone
is Izagi.
Exactly, do I know what type of
Right.
god they are?
You can give me a roll for that.
Alright, what should I roll?
Let me see what you got.
I got history.
That works pretty easily. Give me a history +2.
Let's do
Yay.
-5.
Right.
I forgot the -5, but it doesn't matter.
Which one?
It's still crit.
He's the god of destiny.
Ah, the god of destiny.
Oh,
Of why,
that's not great.
how did the god of destiny not manage to kill us?
I'm like,
If anything, it should have been easy. But Yassine was the person to stop that from happening.
doesn't sound like destiny.
How has what has Miss Yassine done to stop any of this today?
Do you remember the day Miss Yassine found you? Did anything seem off?
Tiny, can I attempt to remember?
I don't think you could roll to remember.
No, I don't. I was extremely young at the time. It wasn't exactly a happy moment to suddenly lose my family.
Everything was a bit of a blur.
It's quite convenient for Yassine, wasn't it?
As you have previously stated, the reason my father disappeared was possibly and most likely from your office. Unless you're about to tell me that Miss Yassine, as part of the council at the time, was the one to put in the request that my father disappeared.
She wasn't.
I do not like that insinuation.
But all I'm trying to say is, just as easily as gods choose people to die, they can choose for people to live. And it might not be for such a virtuous reason. I do not know what Miss Yassine was to you, but I know for certain you're part of her plan.
And neither of us know what that plan is, I assume.
She nods.
Does anybody?
Oh, that's a job for the Inquisitors.
This is why people need lawyers.
That's true.
The only lawyer I know is a horrible man. So,
Well, now you know too, because you have heard quite a lot about me, apparently.
yes, I guess I do know too now.
Right.
Is there anything you wish, stranger? Considering the recent statements, perhaps an action that you wish to perform.
Does leaving this building count?
Theoretically. I was more thinking you might be... No, I will not make any more thoughts.
I'm surprised you're still here.
Valerie?
Hmm.
No, I will not judge you, but I will say we should be at least on neutral terms.
Calgary doesn't say anything.
Do I want to
Regardless of my feelings upon the subject, it would be beneficial for some of us if we are not actively hostile.
Do remember, stranger. You can call on me whenever you need.
I don't know if I can, considering you're very terrible at following directions.
What direction did we not follow?
I get lost pretty easily.
I would like to know which specific edict that you have presented that we did break upon our own will.
You didn't bring... No? Okay, that makes sense.
No, I do wish to have a discussion. I would like to at least have a dialogue.
Good luck.
Well, while you're having that dialogue, could you let me go? Things seem to be getting tense, and I don't think I want to be in this room anymore.
I think
Consider
we
it
got
your
all the-
punishment. I sentence you to rather uncomfortable interpersonal communication.
Pim is considering knocking Sadie out.
My man!
If you wish to be mad at us, I at least wish to know what you are mad at us for.
Pim is going to knock Sadie out.
You hit Sadie on the back of the head.
Gauntlet.
Poor
Not
girl,
unconscious.
honestly.
You save her from this horrible fate.
Sorry, Sparrow. Cruel and unusual punishment isn't my style. Unless you count, throwing someone down a mountain.
I think you have a lot of questions you need to ask Pim.
I do. But for the theoretical point, when Miss Yusin is back, through either of our hands, I'd prefer, for her sake, that we at least are on neutral terms. And before that point, I'd like to make sure that we've gotten all of our grievances.
Say at the end there, Sparrow, all of our grievances.
Yeah.
Yes, they may have the floor first.
I wouldn't know where to begin. And it seems like there's this, like, weird, almost facsimile of a smirk on her face when she looks at Calorie. Seems like this one has something that she wants to say.
Calorie's eyes would narrow further if they could.
She like sort of makes a hand gesture like, go on.
She looks at Sparrow.
If they invite you to take the floor,
Fine. If we're gonna talk about the problems here. I really hate you.
alright, that's not exactly constructive, Calorie.
Alright, fine. So far, everyone who's been in my life to some degree, I've found, hasn't left me of their own volition. Everyone I've ever known has gone and left me destitute at some point, but that wasn't their fault. That was never their fault, and no one ever tried to leave me. It was always some stupid shit like this, gesturing to Sadia. You did, though. You chose that you didn't want to be friends or associated with us. And that's whatever. That's your choice. I don't know what happened to you, why you couldn't move back then or whatever. But you sit here and act like we made a choice. Like this was all our decision. Like I chose the friends that I have. Like I have Sparrow. Like I have Pim. Because I wanted my parents to abandon me. And this is the funny little life I wanted to live. And that you're the only person who didn't make any decisions. That everything was out of your hands. And that pisses me off. And when I remember everything Miss Yassine tried to teach me, I remember how much she tried to make me a good person. To see the best in people, and to take that time to assume that not everything bad is... Well, the people aren't treating me bad just because they're evil. But I don't know why you do it. And I don't know why you're after Miss Yassine so much. I don't know if that's the one thing in your life that you chose, or whatever. But quite honestly, I don't care. Because if you were raised at all by Miss Yassine, I don't know how you're like this. And quite frankly, I don't know why Miss Yassine would want to see you the way you are now. You make me sick. And you would make Miss Yassine sick when she finds you again. If this is how you treat people, that all we've done is reach out for you and try to help you. Even if you don't want to be friends, even if you don't want to be family or whatever, I don't get how you can sit here and reject the help of people so much when they just want the best for you. So, yeah. I really don't like you. And I've been waiting for you to try and disappear from here this entire conversation. Because frankly, I think we're in the same boat. I do not want to see you. Not now. Not ever. You're the one thing in my life that I can point to and definitively say, this thing hates me. And has tried its damnedest to be and get away from me. No matter how I feel about it.
Would you have preferred I tried to kill you?
I'd have preferred you've been a person. But yeah, if you tried to kill me, it would have made things a lot easier. Because now I don't have... Because then I wouldn't have to sit here and pretend I want to be on neutral grounds with you.
She looks towards Pim and then looks towards Sparrow. Are you two taking notes?
I
understand a lot of the emotions you're having, but I do not agree with you fully. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure I was going to be alone in this. And that's why I've been doing a lot not to say anything and to not go to Dead Pass.
Well, you needn't hold back on my account.
Oh, I wouldn't. I'm holding back on the account of people I care for.
Stranger, do you... Would you like any defense?
Defense?
From you.
My personal services are always available. This would be pro bono, and I believe I have at least some modest sum of evidence to the contrary.
And what piece of information would you choose to hold over both my head and these two's head this time?
A little bit less that. I know you hate us. At least you hate how we acted to you and think of you. That is at least by how I believed as such from our past experiences. But I think you wouldn't even attempt. You did at least attempt to save me when push came to shove within the Dead Pass. I don't think a person who truly hates me would do that.
She looks to the side.
At least I would like to think as such. Truly, one might wriggle their way out of such a statement, saying that they are just attempting to keep the peace of Dead Pass, but
And that's what I'm saying.
yet you did not state it first.
She looks deeply uncomfortable now.
You did want us all to keep out of danger. That's what you told me.
Yes, and evidently you did not pass it along.
Well,
To be
I
fair,
guess I was a little busy.
also, to be fair to Pim, it was not exactly. We were not exactly able to predict that we would be teleported out of our homes in the dead of night.
That's news to me. I thought you just simply wound up in the Dead Pass fighting this person.
No, once
No.
again, very much not of our own accord.
All of this is beyond me.
Yes, I do not expect you to have to. I truly did not hope you would have to deal with us for at least a while. But I also feel as if, at least I'd hope, that later down the line, once things have settled down, perhaps once all the things that we need to take care of are taken care of upon both sides, that we can meet on a neutral middle ground.
When this is
not
all
have to-
over,
We do not
none
have
of
to
you
be
are ever
friends.
going to see me again.
But do you want to see Miss Yusin again?
She takes a shaky breath.
Second question. Do you think Miss Yusin will want to see us together again?
I know that she wants to see the three of you. And that's enough for me.
Well, I want to see all of us together.
Pim? Moment.
Oh, yeah?
Walks over.
I would prefer not to bring that up right now. Perhaps the sentiment that we want us all to be together is not what is needed at the moment.
Oh, I thought we were airing grievances.
You may have the floor next. But to continue my previous statement, I would think more of Miss Yassine. Miss Yassine wants to see us all together. Whether either of us wishes to be in each other's vicinity for Miss Yassine, I would at least like to be upon neutral ground. If there's anything I know about Miss Yassine, I don't think that she would abandon a child of her own volition. You are included in that. We do not have to be friends. We do not have to be more than friends. We can be strangers or acquaintances. I do not want to be enemies.
Stay away from the pass. I'm going to start walking.
Hold on. You wanted us to stay out of danger? Right. We aren't weak. I mean, just ask the god of writing.
The 2 times I have come across you have been both either you throwing yourselves headfirst into danger or being hunted down by danger itself. So you'll forgive me if I'm a little skeptical on that.
But of course, you have the right to do that.
Yes.
I need to get a smiling pog, bro. Anyways.
It is perhaps to your benefit that you understand I live my life doing what I want. I'll try to continue doing that, of course. And I know it's important to represent Miss Yassine's wants, and your wants, and Calorie's wants, and Sparrow's wants, and Verna's wants, and Valt's wants. I know you don't want to be friends, but I want to be friends. And I want you to know that mortals change their mind all the time. But gods are pretty stubborn. So if you ever find yourself in danger or in some kind of need of assistance, even if it's just not danger, even if it's just, oh, I need someone to talk to, I'm quite literally always here.
I would like to make a slight interjection.
Go ahead.
I would like to remind the floor. Stranger, you are actually in specified danger at the moment.
That has nothing to do with you.
Well, think of it like this. You helped us with this one today. I feel obligated to help you for yours.
I don't deal in transactions like you do. There's a very pointed bite to that statement.
And think of it as favors, then.
Calorie biting her tongue.
Like she almost goes to reach out and sort of put her hand on your shoulder, but she stops, curls her fists, puts it back down at her side. You're a very kind person, Pim. And that's why I'd rather die than ask for your help. I will start to leave again.
Pim follows your step.
Okay, I guess if we're going upstairs, we're going upstairs.
We're going to have to do something about this.
Or we could do nothing.
What? No, this.
Oh, right, this.
Please do something.
This poor girl
Fine.
put through the ringer.
I can walk Sadia back to the corrections office.
Do you know where it is? Second, do you think we're separating at this point in time?
I'd like to talk to Sadia.
It's fine, Sparrow. Like, I can walk with Cameron.
No, it's not for your benefits, but calories. Once again, very long day. Many times I get removed from one of my friends and bad things happen.
I've put a shadow tag here. If something happens, I'll teleport.
We already know that they're capable of intercepting teleportation.
Sparrow. Please. Just let me do this. I'll be alright. And I want to be on my own anyway for a minute.
I understand.
Thank you.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, I'll be home.
Hold on.
I will be home.
Okay. Just to specify, alone, you don't want anyone else to attribute with you. Even if it's not me.
Say again?
You don't want anybody else to go with you, even if it isn't me.
Yeah. I just kind of need some space.
I see.
Ellery gets Sadia untied.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's get you back to corrections. And make sure you don't have a concussion.
You're too late for that one.
I don't imagine shadow healing works on you.
Probably not. Does Vol magic heal in the first place?
I try to shadow heal Thadia.
I mean, she is packed into a shadow beast.
Yeah.
It is a shadow. And it is shadow magic.
I guess it does work in the most technical sense. Yes, for Sadia specifically, it does work. Oh, that actually did work. Thank you.
Hilarious.
No problem.
Let me.
I was kind of hoping I'd made a new friend that day.
Oh. Well. I apologize, Calor. It's honestly nothing personal.
I know, but I don't imagine you're very keen on getting to know me or anyone else here.
Well, it'd be incredibly awkward to try and be friends with a person you just tried to kill hours ago.
I'm a pretty awkward little creature.
I suppose that's true. I'm incredibly awkward myself.
No offense, but I could kind of tell.
Yes. I tend to overthink things.
It doesn't sound like a lot of people hear your thoughts out either. From what you expressed.
Yes, it's hold on, let me move you guys to the next map.
Mm.
Ooh, here we go. Actually, let me change the music. So, what are you going to be doing after this, Gallery?
Great question. Well, assuming no one else tries to come and kill me,
You should be safe. There's no muggers, as far as I know, in the Grey Crown.
well, a lot of things happen around us.
That is true. You know, this is the most I've ever spoken to the people that were on my list.
Oh, well. Is that a good thing?
I don't know.
Well, I think it is. You're rather pleasant when you're not, stabbing us.
Well, thank you for that. She kind of scratches the back of her head. Yeah, sorry. I suppose I was born into this profession.
Oh, how does that happen?
Well, I was a pencil pusher for the Inquisitors in my younger years, and I got an invitation. This job pays quite a bit of money, and the downsides is that it's quite secretive.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I took the job. They told me to pact with a specific god. I did, and was cursed with I call it an aura failure. Things often go wrong in ways I don't predict. But I usually get the job done. It's just, I suppose, you all amplify this failure aura. Or maybe I'm just I don't know.
I think we've been hard to tell.
Yes, I understand that it's not like you have the power to control fate. Well, maybe Sparrow does, but things seem different around you three. Or four, I should guess.
3.
I suppose.
Are you doing anything later?
Well, besides licking my wounds and giving my report, not really.
You want to hang out?
She kind of sits there like dumbfounded. She like looks behind her like if you were trying to say that to somebody else. Sure. I guess. Sure. We'll hang out later.
Yeah. I think you know where to find me.
I wouldn't feel too comfortable coming back to the building. Specifically.
Alright, I can come find you here then?
Sure.
I just have one thing to ask you.
What is that?
Can you write an apology for stabbing Sparrow?
Oh, of course.
I
suppose that's par for the course.
I don't really care that you stabbed at me.
Well, you should, and I suppose I'm sorry for that.
Oh, that's okay.
What? Calorie, I feel like you're forgiving me a little too easily.
Oh, right, you were unconscious. I don't think you're a bad person. You were just doing your job, and if you said your job's over in terms of trying to kill us, then I believe that. So, that just kind of makes you a person now, instead of a person trying to kill us.
I suppose. She...
I can't really get mad at someone for doing their job. It's what you were told to do, and unfortunately, I imagine most people would if the gods told them to do something.
See, Sadia begin laughing. You know, all this time, I realized I never knew how could people be so influential or powerful enough to course correct or change the gods' plans. But I see it now. Calorie, you are a very nice soul. A good person.
I'm glad you think so.
I'm glad I didn't kill you today.
Yeah, and I'm sorry I hit you in the head.
No, you were probably defending yourself.
No, I mean, I was, but it probably hurt.
It's alright. It's just... I can see how a person like you can change the course of history.
I'm sure hoping to.
No. I'll see you later, Calorie.
Yeah.
Be careful.
You too.
And they walk off. And we change scenes. Oh my gosh. You know what's one funny thing? Something Miss Yassine said that it doesn't take long for Calorie to make friends with a person. And it continues to be true.
I bang my head against
the
the
MVP. The MVG, very important goblin. Or
Very,
my
truly the very important goblin.
That's a VIG.
You said MVG, but very important goblin.
Yeah, that's
Those are
what
two
it
different
stands
acronyms.
for. No, it's what it stands for.
No! Most valuable goblin.
Most valuable.
Where is Stranger?
Pim is not going to stop following Vanya.
You just. Oh boy.
Like at all.
We aren't.
Alright, time to completely shift gears.
We got one little moment of reprieve.
Or do we go over to Sparrow before we go for the heavy hitting scene?
Can Sparrow eat?
the Sparrow eating scene.
Let the guy eat. Let him have a normal day.
There's no such thing as a normal day for me.
Let's get the hard hitting scene out first.
Okay.
Oh
Hold
no.
on. Where's a
Are you looking for the song?
looking for a song?
Mm.
This is fun. So, Stranger and Bim. We've played these games
I
before.
love this road.
I was going to do the road by the river. I didn't know if you wanted that one instead.
No, this works.
I assume this is just like really awkward for a while.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward.
Did he get his eye patch back from upstairs? Like,
Yeah.
were they okay before they left?
Yes, they were very much okay.
Okay, then he has his eye patch back on.
Thank fuck. Okay. let's. I'm just gonna skip ahead.
Yeah.
We all know where we're going. I just want to get to an area that's like less in the middle of everything before I.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So they've been walking probably for like
Yeah.
5-10 minutes at least
At
in
least.
complete silence. Stranger has been occasionally speeding up and then slowing down.
Oh my god.
You cannot lose him.
Just kind of been like this for a long time until someone reaches their breaking point first and just wheels around.
Oh, why are
Are
we
you
stopping?
done?
Done with what?
They're gone now. You don't have to put on any nice face now.
What? No. You said that you would rather die than ask for my help, so I figured, oh, well, then I'm just gonna be there. If you're not gonna call for me, then I'm just gonna be here. Because I trust them to call for me.
You're serious?
I'm quite serious.
You are so smart and so
Mhm.
kind
Mm-hmm.
and so stupid. What are you doing? Has nothing I've been saying this entire time gotten through to you? Calorie seemed to get it.
Yeah. Sure.
Like, is just making complete eye contact with her.
What do you... She's actually like... She's getting a little childish right now. She's like,
Yeah.
what do you mean you know?
Mm-hmm.
He's similarly like rolls.
So you just want us to hate you or something? For what? Why? You said it yourself. You didn't have any choice. I mean, none of us did, right?
Yeah. I don't want to be around you.
Okay.
So go.
No. Why? Why don't you want to be around me?
It's easier.
Easier. He glances at the entire road that she hasn't lost him on.
Well, seems pretty difficult to me. I'm still here after all. And I am just so kind and smart. You know, it's really an impossible situation I've put you in.
He's such a little asshole.
I need more pogs because she is straight up just like full on childishly like, oh, I want to beat the shit out of you so much.
I have the perfect icon for this. Hold on. There we go.
You said it's dangerous for us to be out there. And I agree. I would rather that we not be in danger.
He says, specifically thinking of Sparrow and Calorie, because all of them are like this.
But I'm happy to report I have these.
He lifts up his gauntlets.
I have these, which are artisan-crafted gauntlets I got from one of the Knights of
They're called the Royal Knights? Sorry, I'm blanking.
Yeah, Royal Knights.
Royal Knight.
I got from a royal knight named Titan. I have a weapon art, and pretty recently, I think I inherited something. Title of the God of Ruin and all the deaths withstanding.
How the fuck did you...
So, if it's too dangerous for me, then it's definitely too dangerous for you. Alone. Which you seem to be.
Pim, how long have you been out of the orphanage?
Oh, what's it been, like 3 years?
He thinks.
10 days, maybe?
Have you ever had to kill someone before, Pim?
No, but I've gotten close. I could have. We'd need a new God of Stories. And it's not like there is someone who could pose a risk. Who the most obvious method seems to be disposal. And it's not like, well, I haven't seen dead people. Everybody's seen dead people.
Pim. She looks at you. Pim. After this session, I'm gonna need to get more pogs anyways.
Yes.
I don't know. I genuinely don't... I don't know how you've managed to do this in less than 5 days, maybe, since last time we spoke.
I'm I'm very motivated.
Congratulations, I guess. She has like a weird, not kind of almost smile, but like she's trying to hold it back.
Like a grimace.
Yeah. Good for you for getting stronger or whatever. But my point still remains the same. This is not something that you have to deal with.
Yes. And? I don't know if I've shown it or said it.
Like, points down the road, points to where they're standing now.
I want to be here. I want to be friends. That isn't a courtesy or a polite face. It's not just because. Or destiny or some bullshit.
Pim swears.
Can't do that.
Odd sense of pride. Now's not the time, though.
It's just. I want you, and I want Sparrow, and I want Calorie, and I want Verna, and Walt, and Miss Yassine. I want us to be safe. And friends. But I understand that there's, priorities.
I'm working on the safe part. And I can work a lot better when the three of you aren't in the area, constantly providing new ways to distract me.
Distract you? I think I'm failing to understand.
When there are life or death situations going on, you have to account for everything. That
Right.
includes people, that includes the ground you're standing on.
Oh, yeah.
And the more people that are around, the more that you have to focus on. Especially if you're trying to keep those people alive. I can't do my job if you all are around.
Well...
Are we getting it? Are you getting it now?
No.
He crosses his arms, looks at Vanya.
I'm completely missing the logic here, because it seems like we have been separated for all of this time, and as you continue trying to put this ground between us, either because we are, as you said, chasing danger directly, or being hunted by danger itself. Oops, sorry. We've wound up on the same path.
Indicates literally.
I think it would be easier if we walked it together. No matter how complicated it is. Because if you're doing it alone, yeah, it's complicated. You have to account for every single person. You have to strategize here and make sure everything lines up and is all perfect. And everyone's safe or satisfied or happy. Adding another piece to that kind of board, yeah, that does suck. That's complicated. But I'm not a game piece. They're not game pieces. We're just people. And it gets... The complication comes in when we forget these kinds of things. There's no plan that survives contact with the three of us, for better or for worse.
That's why I need you to go. Three of you are dangerous.
To you?
She just looks at you.
I would never hurt you on purpose. I don't think that's what Sparrow was trying to do, even if... I won't. Pretend like I approve, necessarily. Of his decisions. And Calories quite openly stated that she never wants to see you again.
1 out of 3. Vanya looks down at her hands.
You also keep saying that, oh, Miss Yassine cares about us, but Sparrow did make a very good point. You are included. In the people that Miss Yassine would want safe. At least, I assume. She hasn't told me any of her plans or anything. Gods.
Gods. Looking at you. Can't do this. I can't do this right now. I need more time. I can't.
If you need more time, that's something I would listen to. All I ask is that you don't... don't think that I don't want you here.
Right. Fine. And I need more time.
And I will respect that. Though, before I do go, it seems Pym doesn't cause the weird echo. You'll have to say ruin to get my attention.
Fine. Okay. Will you go now?
I will. Stay safe, Vanya.
Tiny, I'm going to use 5 mana to do my daily real quick. And just
Okay.
disappear.
You go invisible and head off deeper into the city. Oh my goodness. Wow. Do we want to call it the end of the session there? Or do we want to continue?
What would be next, Tiny?
Yeah, what would be next?
Not much left.
Just the rest of.
Finish it out.
We could do the rest of Sparrow's final day as,
Yeah.
TO.
Okay.
The
Then
workload.
give me a 2-minute break.
Yeah. I love it here.
What a season finale.
I love it here. And Pym's new godly power is swearing and being rude.
Evil.
Truly, he is unstoppable now.
I love. Ugh.
All this stuff with gods is happening, and Calories like, man, maybe the West Walton Empire is onto something.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Gosh, my players are so cracked.
Oh.
Calorie would rule the West Walton Empire. That's all I'm gonna say.
Guess I guess now?
You should not let Calorie find out about the West Walton Empire.
The West
Oh,
Walton
boy.
Empire operates on a different level.
Fucking the one guy who jumped off the thing go in the start.
he didn't,
What are
he,
that setting
didn't,
up?
he didn't make it.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Yeah, you didn't see it on the token. They were in fact not wearing their parachute.
Yeah, it was a secret
That would
GM
be
role.
amazing. You know what they say? Aim for the bushes.
Walk
I
over.
love JP Cooper.
We go back over to Sparrow eating food. They're about to take the first bite, and something comes crashing through the sea.
God, I love that street. Every campaign needs a map like that. Needs maps like that, more like it.
the street where you RP on.
Yes.
It's so important.
It's so important.
Alright, where's the song? Actually, let's play Queen's Watch. So, back at Sparrow's home, the Arbor Guild. Emlyn is recounting the story of what happened. Yeah, so this lady in armor just whipped out this axe and beat the absolute crap out of us. It was kind of insane.
Ooh.
The whole time she was like, "Oh, you guys aren't on the list, so I'm just here to distract you." And I'm like, "Distract me from what?"
Well, yeah.
Yes, if we would like to have a full debriefing, I believe now that we're all here, we could probably start.
Should I grab the typewriter or?
Yes, let's have.
You can tell me later. Let's sure.
No, we need to get through this now. If you know what, have a nice seat over there and bring the typewriter.
He's gonna grab the typewriter.
Why are you prepared for day 3 of things that you have gotten yourself into by becoming the interim co-head of the guild?
Yes, I've prepared myself for this.
Good.
Vi pulls out her own little notebook to take notes.
Alright, we'll get the most, well, 2 top things of the docket that are probably the most pertinent. Number 1, good news. The council is no longer trying to kill us.
Yay!
You see Vi does a little clap. Someone's like, "Oh shit, they were trying to kill you?" Pretty hardcore.
Yes, the council was the one who were behind the assassins that attempted on our lives this morning. Specifically, they belong to... We don't need to go into specifics.
Yeah.
Second, our guild now has an official member. Actually, Pim, if you would, since your announcement.
Oh, yes.
Hello,
everybody. I'm the god of ruin.
Yes, if we would all like to re-welcome... we would all like to re-welcome our beloved member, who is now the official god of ruin.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what we call you now?
No, I'm still Pim. I'm still Pim, but
Okay.
Think of it like a job title. Vi says.
Yeah. It's sort of like how you're the best. I don't call you the best all the time, but I do call you the best a lot.
You may need to
like Calorie
Maybe
the best.
No, hold on. Maybe you should say that all the time.
Well, then I guess you should call me Pim the Ruin.
We may need to research how this will affect the perception of our guild and what that may have for possible alliances or enemies.
Yes, one thing to note is that I do owe the god of jokes a favor, for healing Tess and Emlyn after the axe person.
Well, that doesn't seem too big of an issue. The god of jokes doesn't ask for anything crazy, as far as I know.
Yeah, actually, they asked me to uncurse the god of writing, and I found out I could do that.
Yes, statement 3. Is the god of writing still cursed?
No.
Okay.
I managed to clear it, but it was going to be a disaster.
That must have been
scary.
That must have been an interesting couple minutes at the library.
He bangs his head against the table.
Alright, that, I believe, is the 2 main points of today, thus far.
As you sit there, you hear someone knock on the door and enter.
Hey. Sabina, could you get that?
Oh, come in, the door is not locked. And you see 3 figures enter. Hey, we dragged in the big guy. That's us.
Him?
Yeah. What?
Looked at Sparrow.
I just wrote. I think. Did we? Yes, welcome to the guild.
Welcome!
Makes eye contact with Titan.
Titan walks forward. Wait, change the music. There we go. It was perfect. So,
Yeah.
I spoke with Midnight and Lavender.
First and foremost, thank you for saving Calorie.
You're welcome.
Apologies. Please go on.
He scratches the back of his head. They said you didn't know the guy. Or at least, you didn't know him like that.
Yeah.
Sighs.
I didn't. I didn't think he would have ever done anything like that.
I can't blame you for trusting the person that ended up to be crazy later on. So, I'm not gonna blame you.
Thank you. But I believe there's another point of business here.
Yeah, I heard. You got yourself a weapon art.
Indeed I did. I cannot use it in here. Not because I cannot use it, but because I should not.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to destroy the roof of your house showing you my weapon art, so.
He playfully bumps Titan's shoulder with the gauntlet still on.
Tess, do you mind recording the rest of the meeting? Unless you all wish to see.
I can record the rest of the meeting. She starts typing.
I don't know, I kind of want to see.
You do have to be very careful today.
I need to eat something.
You need to eat something.
I'll be right back.
Oh,
I want to go get my
hold
meal.
on. I did. Oh, wait, you have a prepared meal?
We have leftovers.
No, of course. I
Oh,
If you
went
have
to the
some.
bakery today, and I brought you over some freshly baked bread.
Oh.
I will have the bread in addition to the meal that I have.
Of course.
As you may remember, I'm still within that time period that problems may arise from anything that I'm fed.
Of course.
Is
I
there
go and get
enough
my meal.
bread for everyone?
He says like a seagull.
Freaking out.
Let me see. Well, I had bread for Pin, but You are Pim, the god of ruin now, so maybe that disqualifies you from this piece.
The guild.
Oh, yes, Kim. Will you require any assistance in writing up your contract?
My con.
You are a god.
His brain short circuit.
A lot of things are different now.
I can see. I hear calling you a god. What, you're that good with those gauntlets?
Well, I guess you could say I have it in writing. I need to never think about the god of jokes ever again.
Man, it feels like that person infected you.
I feel infected.
I wonder when they'll realize. Thinks about it, Titan does it. Might not actual god now.
Pip's not gonna say it. Not because he's trying to hide it, but just because he's trying not to think about it.
Anyways, by the way, everyone does get the bread. Let me grab how much the bread gives you real quick.
Do I add that on top of my current roll?
Yeah, you can add it on top of your current roll.
All right. Second question. What was it? Was it a plus 12?
Yeah, it was plus 12. It was really, really good.
All right. Skill roll. All right. I looked at the spread of noticeably delicious looking food in front of him. This is my least favorite part.
You have a very overactive stomach at the moment. Anything could happen.
It's a good thing Sadie
Hey, what's the
isn't
bonus?
here.
What's the bread bonus?
The bread is plus 4.
Okay.
All right, so plus 16 total.
That means calorie
Minus
deficit's
5.
legal.
I physically cannot fail this. I think. I'll see.
Oh my god.
I should have waited for you to roll.
Perfectly neutral. Critical.
There you
You
go.
love
my
to
god.
see it.
You eat some food.
He got the
and
bread that
this
was
shit
dropped on the
is-
ground. It was still good.
It was really, really good.
Now this is proper tribute.
We're going to need to learn how one might be able to begin this. You don't even have a book yet.
Is it like
Yes, I believe he's going to have to write.
You're going to
his
need
own
to.
book.
Don't forget, you need to translate tonight.
Yes. Try not to beat up my hands too hard. Well, I mean, actually.
He looks at himself. How is he feeling?
They're feeling pretty good.
Is he like rejuvenated after the fight?
Oh
'Cause his,
wait,
like-
no, you're still fucked up.
Yeah. There's still like... He like looks under his bandages. His arms are already like normally pretty scarred and messed up, but there's like scribing.
Hmm.
He looks at Titan.
Having second thoughts?
He thinks. He smiles. What was the stats on that health potion from fucking...
Man, I don't even remember. Hold on.
Oh.
Wait, from Alda?
Yeah.
The potion and poison potion?
Yes.
Hold on, wait.
It was a healing potion and it was a poison.
Yeah, you can heal 15 HP, but take a mishap food debuff.
What does that do? Again.
For mishap,
Yeah.
let me see. You -2 to all actions for the day.
For the whole day? He'll take it after the fight.
I can't go all out because I, kind of split a mountain a little bit.
Oh, it means your weapon art's pretty powerful.
Hmm. More like my rage.
He squeezes past the
Yeah.
knights.
These two idiots.
Like,
He's gonna
you can't
kill
leave
Pim.
us out.
Pim is marching to his death with a smile. He did open invite everyone else as well when they've had their bread.
Cowardly
You watching through the window.
Are you interested if I?
It depends. Are you interested, Sparrow?
An interesting question.
Hmm.
A little bit.
No. Guild duties can always be done later. We can take a look. From a safe distance.
Trying to think of what needs to be done still today, considering how my whole... At least it's the last day of being. My fate's messing with me. Oh god, tomorrow I'm going to have to start negotiating my contract.
Yes, with me.
Not just you.
With who else then?
Geist.
Ah,
As
yes.
the official public relations officer.
I don't want to break the lamps. How far is a good radius?
I think this is a good spot.
All right.
Let me...
Just a bit of friendly competition.
I'll stand next to the door.
That's a good idea.
This... You see both Pim and Titan charge up like they're Dragon Ball Z characters. So,
Absolutely.
you've heard of my weapon art. Have you heard the name of it?
Oh, I don't believe so.
The name for my weapon art. He makes a pose. Is called a bigger blade. As the name suggests, the blade gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh,
Functionally, this allows him to attack someone any number of squares away that's on the map. But
So
there's an
mean.
associated cost to the weapon.
Yeah.
He can make the weapon grow big, but the bigger he makes it, the longer the cooldown for him to do it again.
Ah.
So, he'll just hit you with the flat side of the blade.
Awesome. Crunch this man like a bug.
He's going to not put all of his weight into the attack, so I'm going to give him a -5. So he's not hitting with full strength.
Right. Crit. Fuck.
No. Okay, it was. It almost was. I put in that -5 because I had a feeling. He swings that giant blade and it clashes with your gauntlet. Do you want to block, dodge, or parry or anything?
The Pim's stupid. So block is the one where you can reduce damage if you roll close enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, block reduces damage. Dodge also reduces damage, but it's like half. Whereas block is like basically a DR amount, and if you parry and get like a partial, like you hit their number, basically it doesn't count.
I think he's going
Parries are
to
risky.
he's going to dodge, but it's going to be, I want to flavor it as he like does his best to intercept the blade and lead it to the ground next to him.
Okay.
GM modifiers. Do I need to do anything GM modifiers wise, or?
No.
And then
Just remember to add your level.
yes. So I have the skill. Or I mean, everybody has the skill. That should be 2 because we're level 2, or is it 1?
Yes.
Okay. Because it's listed as 1 on my sheet. I'll increase those. 2, and then Dex is 2. That's a partial.
You try to move the blade, and it clanks into your arms. It's a lot heavier than you thought it'd be.
That's a big blade!
Yep, and it can get even bigger.
Well, I suppose I'll have to try it out myself.
He clanked his gauntlets together. Did Titan pass him the turn, or is he going to attack
Yeah,
again?
he passes you the turn.
He's going to use his weapon art.
All right. Who are you summoning?
Titan.
You summon a copy of Titan.
All right.
He moves in perfect synchronization with this image of Titan. It's covered in, it's covered in dark
There we go.
armor and purple flames as he makes a wide sweeping motion, grabs the sword off his back as it expands, and he's going to try and attack Titan with his own move.
All right. You use his own weapon art against him. You get to attack back at him, and you get to
Yeah.
use his special looking greatsword.
What do I do?
Roll with a +5.
Okay, skill roll +5.
And then the damage would be 12.
Oh wait, is this where am I rolling this? Is this magic?
Oh, sorry, no, sorry, it's be +8.
Plus
You could
eight?
use this.
Whew.
Yeah.
Where did you have it? It was in.
Inventory. That's where attack roll is.
Thank you. Okay, GM modifiers 8. Skill level not. Damage rating. What do you say again? 8.
12.
12. Oh right.
You see the Phantom swing their blade as it gets gigantic, and Ted's like, "What the heck?" And he's going to try and block this. Hold on.
Since you said you had a -5 to the other one, it's literally identical to what he did, except full force.
You see him try to block and get slammed backwards. Huh. That's pretty good. So what do you call that?
This? Well, this is the Friend of Ruin.
The Friend of Ruin. Oh, interesting name. And as he reels back to swing again, the area gets cold.
Uh-oh.
No.
Incredibly cold.
Oh no.
Everyone kind of stands on edge as you hear the tap, tap, tap of a cane. You hear someone walk up to you, Tim.
Anyone else feel weird?
No, I'm on.
You see this guy standing behind you, Pim.
He turns around, yeah. I
You
can't see
turn
him.
around and look at him. Ruin. About time you showed up.
Do I know you?
He squints his eyes at you, him. Of course you know me. I'm the one who hired you.
Blinks.
Come on. The council is waiting.
Is this a council member?
No.
Oh. Uh-oh.
And before you even get to answer, that is where we'll end the session.
Yes!
It's still morning.
No, it's afternoon, actually.
Afternoon. But you know what? We all have our critical success food rolls.
Yeah, well, regular success, but
I
you
have,
two
like-
with critical success food
I
rolls.
still have a -5 today.
Awesome.
New arc begins.
And that's the end of the session. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Absolutely. Thank you all for
Tiny-
coming out tonight.
Teddy, Vanya knew you existed. I think they would kill you.
If Recreators was a real thing that happened, Vanya would be on the side of the creations that killed the people who invented them.
Thank you all for coming out tonight. Holy
Thank
fuck,
you,
this
everybody,
is
for coming.
awesome.
Look forward to the next session of
Yeah.
Waning Whispers.
See you then.
Yeah.
Bye.